Hi there, it's Cheryl from Caribou Country Lifestyle. I just thought we'd come outside and take a look. It's a beautiful day out today. It's March the 16th and the snow is melting pretty fast, which is good. I'm glad to be seeing that. We have a lot of snow around us. And I'm just can't wait. I have been starting a lot of seeds. I've tried to do a couple of videos with me starting seeds and it just hasn't turned out. And I just figured, well, maybe we'll go outside and take a look around and I can kind of show you what our plans are for this growing season. We moved onto this property 1.5 years ago, and it has 1.25 acres, and we're in a zone 3, and we live in British Columbia, Canada. So with the zone 3, we definitely have a short growing season, and we have to start a lot. Pretty much all of our plants are started inside. So far I've started quite a few flowers. I did quite a few snapdragons, all my snapdragons actually so far. And I started some foxglove, some echinacea. I did lobelia. And I've only done rosemary for a herb. And yesterday I just planted 10 different varieties of peppers. The peppers I have about probably 4 hot varieties, and then I have 6 sweet. Well, probably 4 are sweet and 2 are sweet with some heat. So we have a good mix of everything going on with the peppers. I've never grown this many peppers. Usually just I do jalapenos and some sweet peppers, but I'm trying some poblano peppers. I'm doing Tabasco peppers. I'm putting on some habanero peppers, some sweet heat. The California Wonder, sweet sunset, and a carnival rainbow mix as well. So next, that's the peppers were my 10-week seeds. So when I'm doing my seed planting, I usually separate my seeds into categories of 14 weeks, 12 weeks, 10 weeks, 8 weeks, 6 weeks, 4 weeks. And I like to have them sorted in that way to keep me organized. And our last frost date is June the 2nd. So I'll be looking at my calendar and counting backwards from June the 2nd up to where we're at right now, middle of March. So I've already done my 14-week, I've done my 12-week, and I'm just doing my 10-week starts. So I'm just gonna come in through here. What I have here is we have a lot of snow. Like, we have so much snow, it's not even funny. Like, you look at those raised beds and then you look at all the snow around it. And so I'm gonna come in through this side gate. That brings us into the garden. We have it fully fenced around, and which will keep the deer out. So, and we come around here, and this is flowers that I have growing in here. Last year, all I did was raised up some dirt into like a makeshift bed. There were no frames around it. I just piled up dirt into a 4x8 bed, and then I turned it, piled it up, planted my seeds, planted my plants. Before that happened, I didn't have a fence around this garden area, and the deer just had a heyday in here. They ate my tomatoes, picked them off the vines, they plucked the carrots right out of the ground, they ate the peas right down to the ground, they picked out the spinach, they picked out everything that they could get a hold of. So then we built the fence around, and that was my saving grace, was having that fence. And so it has worked pretty good as far as that part of it goes. Something else we have going on out here was last year in June in 2020, we ended up getting chicks as well. We got them, they were only a couple of days old when we received them. We ended up getting laying birds, and we also got meat birds as well. The meat birds, we processed them last year in August, and the laying hens actually didn't start laying eggs until would have been October though, so Thanksgiving weekend, that was our first egg. And we had 14 chicks, and we still have 14 laying hens. There were all survivors from them, and I'm just going to give you a quick look at the chicks. So there are the girls. They think that I've got treats for them. They are just waiting for some treats, but unfortunately I didn't have any treats. We gave them out all their treats this morning. They have lots to say. So we get, with the 14 chicks, we usually get anywhere from 10 to 14 eggs a day. And it's a pretty good haul, really, when you think about it. We were going to get pigs last year, but we had decided that no, that was too much getting the chickens. We didn't want to get the pigs. We figured we better wait. We barely got this chicken coop ready in time for the chickens, let alone trying to get things ready for. So this chicken coop here, I'm just going to turn this around. This chicken coop here, we totally gutted it. I'm just going to back up a little bit. We gutted it, took out all the insulation out from it. We put a brand new fence, 9-foot fence all the way around. We put these extra doors in here coming down the side, and that just makes it easier to clean the chicken coop out. So we have here, I'm just going to open up this door, and inside we have their feed is inside. There's their water, and there are their nesting boxes. We have some wonderful little pictures for the chickens and a mirror so they can look at themselves. Got some heat lamps, their roosts. I'm going to come over on this other side, shut that. I'm going to come over here, and this is where we collect the eggs from. So we just open this up. Oh yes, and there she is. She has to, she still thinks I'm going to get her something. But I'm not. I'm not giving you anything. Sorry, next time. Better close that. So anyways, we made it this way so that we could clean the chicken coop out better. Even though when I have gone in there to check their food and check their water, a lot of times they And up there's an egg, usually in the back of the chicken coop. So I have to half crawl in there. I seriously think they have a video camera in there and watching me and going, look, we're gonna make her crawl in the chicken coop. So they watch me, and I'm sure they all just are gutting themselves laughing at me, trying to get in and out of there. I have a hoe there beside the opening of the door, and I use that and I pull the egg towards the door so I don't have to crawl in there. And that works. So you do whatever you can, whatever works. Okay, so now I'm back. We're inside. And I just wanted to kind of show you what I have going on down on my plant stand, what seeds I've started. Okay, so you can see here, I have, this is my plant stand. My husband made this plant stand probably for me about, oh gosh, probably close to 20 years ago. He got the ballasts for nothing. His work that he worked for at that time, they were going to throw the ballasts, the light ballasts out, and so he asked if he could have them, and they said, yeah, take as many as you want. So he brought them home and he picked out the ones that were working. He built the frame. The shelves are all adjustable, and I have in the ballasts there's one grow light and one regular soft light. So I have one of each, and that seems to work pretty good for my seeds. Now in the bottom here on the left, that's where I just started my pepper seeds, and I have 18 pepper plants. Well, actually I have 2 plants in each cell, and there's 18 cells. So we'll see how many peppers I get out of them. But I have nothing coming up because I just planted them yesterday. In this one here on the bottom, I have some salvia. That there's nothing in that one. And the one up from that, I have the trailing snapdragons, regular snapdragons, foxglove. I actually do have some Nolana. And as you can see, they are coming up. It's the only thing in here that's coming up is the Nolana. So that one in there, in here, on the left, I have some Nicotiana. I have some celery. I have some chamomile. And I also have, what is this? Onion. I started some onion seeds, and they're very old onion seeds. They're 8 years old. So I'm going to see if they take. And if they do, great. If they don't, oh well. Here I have gazanias. Don't know if I'm saying that right. And they are coming up really good. Here I have more snapdragons, and they are all coming up really nice. It's a good start to my spring. These are my geranium seeds. These were my 14-week seeds that I started, and they're doing really well. The one in the back looks a little puny, but it's coming along. Then over where I have some existing geraniums that I brought in from last year, and that is those geraniums there. And what I'm going to do with those is I'm going to take cuttings from them, and I will start new geranium plants from my existing geranium plants. I brought these in last year in the fall, and I've kept them down in the basement for the winter. So that's a little bit about myself and what we have going on. My husband and I, we both work. He works a full-time job, and I actually work a part-time job. I work with the school district here in BC, Right now it's spring break, so we have 2 weeks off. My kids, I have 3 boys, and they're all full-grown adults. My youngest is 22. My middle son is 28, going to be 29, and my oldest is 30, going to be 32 this year. And my middle son, that's 28, he lives with us at home. So he helps us out tons. We have him help us with the chickens. We have him help us take care of the place if we're going to be gone on any outings, weekends, gone on trips, anything like that. He helps us out so much. And so, oh yes, when I was outside, I was going to tell you, we have piglets coming. So we are going to be raising 2 pigs. When we get them, they will actually be 12 weeks old. So we're getting them mid-April, so we have a month from now. And we're really hoping that the snow will be melted and we can get our fences in. We are planning on doing an electric fence on solar power with the piglets. And we will be raising them for meat, and we will be butchering them in the fall. So that's an exciting new adventure for us. This is the first for us. We've never raised chickens before. We've never raised pigs before. And we just wanted to be able to have more self-sustainable living. We are both getting to a point in our age that we are planning to retire soon. I have probably only 4.5 years before I'm going to retire. I have decided that I wanted to be involved with YouTube, and it's going to be my retirement. I enjoy gardening. I enjoy working with the animals, being outside, being in my garden. I love weeding. There's people that really wonder why people love weeding. I actually find weeding my garden very therapeutic. I have probably the best conversations with myself when I'm weeding the garden. I like mowing the lawn. We have fruit trees here, and we have berry bushes. I've just ordered I had raspberries given to me, and I've ordered more raspberries. I've ordered elderberry bushes. I have, Haskap's berries coming. I also have started strawberry plants last year. I bought a sour cherry tree last year. I can't wait until that gets going. I've had a sour cherry tree before. I love it. Make jam from that. It's really good. And we have 3 apple trees and 2 crabapple trees that were already on the property, and they were old, so I had to, last year I totally gave them a haircut, just pruned them back severely. They were so overgrown that I had to prune them back quite a bit. I didn't really get a whole lot off of them because I pruned them back so much, but they needed it. And so I'm excited to see what's going to happen this year with them. I probably only have to give them a light pruning. So yeah, it'll be good. But anyways, that's it for today, and thank you for watching. Bye.